Welcome on board, guys. This is Captain 37 speaking, and today we're gonna be doing a quite beautiful flight from Lima Echo Papa Alpha, which is Palma de Mallorca Airport, to Lima Papa Papa Romeo, which is Porto, located in Portugal. So welcome on board again. Let's start configuring our airplane and let's get going. First thing is ground power is connected. Let's just put the battery on and ground power on. Yep, everything starts warming up. Departure airport Lipa and IRS position from GPS left. Window heats on. Pax auto. Cruise level 350 for today. And let's check the elevation of Porto, which is 227. .250 is good enough. Oxygen tests. Auto brake RTO fuel flow reset. Let's just eliminate this a little bit. Transponders second side. Okay. Let's check the flight plan that we got today. There we go. So according to our flight plan, takeoff from Palma de Mallorca to Francisco de Sa Carneiro Porto Airport. Trip fuel is 3.9 tons, and with contingency and alternate plus final reserve, minimum takeoff fuel will be 8.2 tons. Maybe we will get some extra 400-500 kilograms, and we will order 8,000 and let's say 600 kilograms total. Our route is here: departure from runway 24 right with Palma to Alpha, and then continue via Palma Zulu Mike Romeo Adoro, Inkit and Porto runway 35. We are expecting 184 passengers, which is almost full capacity, and total payload is 19.2. Takeoff weight expected is around 69,000 kilograms. Okay, let's head back to our airplane and start programming the FMS. So the destination code is Lima Papa Papa Romeo, which is Porto. Our call sign will be Echo Juliet Uniform 3626, which is EasyJet real call sign for this route. Departing from Lepa, runway 24 right, at Palma 2 Alpha, and after Palma you got the Airwave Uniform November 733 to Zulu Mike Romeo. Thereafter Uniform Lima 155, Adoro, direct Inkit, Inkit 5 Charlie arrival to Lima Papa Papa Romeo. So what we have is for runway 35 we don't have the ILS approach. Instead we have RMP approach 35 via Inkit arrival. Okay, let's check the situation there and see if you're gonna need the transition. You can see the PFD. So yeah, nothing seems suspicious. I'll just check the chart again. There should be a waypoint called Akulu. It's right here. And if we happen to select this transition via Akulu, that would set it up. Activate and execute. Performance initialization. Let's check the zero fuel weight for today. 60.9. And reserve fuel to our alternate is reserve fuel means the alternate fuel and final reserve combined, so it's 3.5 tons for alternate Lisbon. Let's put in 3.5, and the cost index I'll put 8, and the cruise altitude is 350. Checked. Insufficient fuel message is normal because we don't have enough fuel on board, but we will order it right now. And yeah, let's just order it to get it out of the way. Fuel, payload was 19.2, and fuel I need is 8,600 kilograms. There it is. Let's go back and call the fuel track for the fueling. They just start fueling the aircraft. We can continue programming the FMS. Normally what we do is we send the fuel order before even we get to the aircraft. We do it at our offices at the airports or the base center, depending on the company, you know. And let's continue. Top of climb, outside air temperature. Let's go to the plan again, and top of climb 350. Temperature will be -51. Pretty cold. Execute. Okay, so we are at the N1 page. We're gonna need the ATIS information. Let's get that one also.
Palma de Mallorca Airport ATIS information, Charlie 1700. Surface wind 240 degrees, 9 knots. Tag OK. Temperature +1. 2 point plus 15. QNH 1017. Command error in phoneme. Mallorca Airport AVIS information Charlie 1700. Surface wind 240 degrees. 9.
So yeah, we got the ATIS information Charlie on board. According to that, runway will be definitely 25. And cab okay, which means ceiling and visibility is okay. Temperature is plus 31 degrees Celsius and dew point 15 QNH 1007. So let's go ahead and put the QNH here now. 1017 checked, and outside air temperature is 31 degrees Celsius. In the FMS we will use derated thrusts and assume temperature of 40 degrees. These are normally all according to performance takeoff performance calculation softwares. And let's go to takeoff page. Our CG will be 27.8 and flaps we will use 5, speeds 145, 146 and 149er. Okay, 149er. Auto throttle armed. Let's go to second rate of takeoff ref. I will put NADB 2, which means thrust reduction 800, acceleration 800, engine out acceleration 1500. And if we add the airport elevation at Palma, which I expect will be very low since it's an island, it's just 27 feet. Engine out acceleration altitude will be 1600. sets. Okay. I'm just checking sampling with the flight plan, guys. Okay. So we put in our flight plan to FMS with the performance data. I'll just arm LNAV and VNAV right after we get the ATC clearance. Let's just switch to Palma frequency and ask for our clearance.
A little bit blocked right of what I think you got down to 6,000 feet, QNH 1017, and after Charlie Delta Papa, okay for the ILS Zulu, British 134 left, Connor 1502.
That is correct, very about the broken number.
Detail taxi is 1971.
Start approved, face north on to... Oh, facing Juliet, please.
Confirm facing east 27 Tango.
It's facing north, facing Juliet, please.
Oh, 27 Tango.
As you guys can hear, the frequency is pretty busy today.
Yes, ma'am. 2761.
276. Taxi via gate Juliet, link, no, correction. Kilo, south and north to holding points 2 for right.
South, Link north, only one runway 24 right, Spanair 270. Let's push SNX 7
7 kilo, push and start approved, face east.
Facing east, SNX 7
Palma, good day. Easy 3626. Stand number north 109er. Information Charlie, destination Lima. Papa Papa Romeo. Request ATC clearance.
Eurowing 6811, are you with me?
Yeah, with you.
Eurowing 6811 identified, continue descent 6,000 feet, 1017 for QNH, and continue Lunik to Papa. After Charlie Delta Papa cleared Alice Zulu approach 24 left, number 3.
After Charlie Delta Papa cleared Alice Zulu 24 left, number 3, and descending 60 on, can you repeat the QNH?
1,000 feet, QNH 1017.
1107, Eurowing 6811.
Go.
Hello, Eurowing 49 Bravo, passing flight level 25 descending.
I think they haven't heard us, or they didn't have time to
Thank you
answer.
very much. Identified flight level 250, continue descent flight level 100, Lunik to Papa, expect Alice Zulu approach 24 left.
Let's just try again.
Descent flight level 100, Lunik to Papa, arrival for runway 24 left, Eurowing 49 Bravo.
Palma, easy 3626. Stand number north 109er. Information Charlie, destination Lima. Papa Papa Romeo. Request ATC clearance.
3626, call you back in 1 second. Break, Channel 180.
Okay, now he heard us, and he will get back to us when he's available.
Good takeoff to 48, Channel 180.
Fine 3626 cleared. Porto, Palma 2 Alpha, departure runway 24 right, 4,000 feet, squawk 6270.
Cleared way, runway 24 right, squawk 2760, and say again the SID, please.
6270 for squawk and the Palma 2 Alpha departure.
Palma 2 Alpha and 6270 for squawk. Easy 3626. Okay, so we got our squawk.
That is Alpine 3626, correct?
62.
No, I'm sorry. Echo Juliet Uniform, your call sign is Alpine 3626, correct?
And Palma 2 Alpha.
3626?
Go ahead, 3626.
That is Alpine 3626, correct?
This is supposed to be Easy 3626.
Easy 3626, your readback is correct. Startup is approved, report the river taxi.
Startup is approved and will report when ready for taxi. Easy 3626. Okay.
Eurowings 2 Charlie Alpha, winds 24030 knots, runway 24
So,
left.
Palma 2 Alpha is in the FMS already, so we can arm our Navina. And of course, we're gonna need to turn on the flight directors first.
350, very good day to you. You're cleared new.
And the mission time for Palma 2 Alpha is 5,000, no, 4,000 feet. That is also set. Squawk code is set. And according to the Palma 2 Alpha departure, runway heading is 238. Set and intercept radial 236. It says so. Let's set 236 over here.
227 Tango taxi via gate Juliet Lincoln North.
236. This is from Juliet Oscar Alpha VR, which is 117.7.
77 kilo via gate Echo and North holding point 24 right.
Yes.
Echo North 24 right is Spanair correction, Channel 7.
And then
holding point 24 right.
intercept radial 279er.
Yes, I can
Let's
clear
put
you.
it
Winds
on the
240
captain side.
runway 24 right. Cleared for takeoff, caution, wake turbulence departing.
279er
738 on 3 miles.
from Mike Juliet Victor VR, which is 113.3. Let's also put that one on the captain side. Okay, so identified here.
Yankee identified 3,000 feet, continue climb flight level 240.
Okay, everything looks fine. Let's check if anything is missing. We have done the pre-flight. We can go ahead and also we got our start clearance. Let's do the before start procedure. Fuel pumps on,
27 Tango at
hydraulic pumps
north, give
on
way
since
to
we are
a
not going to be doing any
733
pushback today.
left to right from channel.
Anti-collision light is on and everything is ready except
27 Tango
let me
at
just
Foxtrot, correction,
put
at north, give way
ground
to
air
a
source.
733 left to right.
Yeah, here it comes. We can start the engines. Let's go ahead and
To 761,
turn the
behind
transponder to
departing
altitude
traffic,
on and
runway 24 right, line up and wait behind.
start sequence 2 and 1.
Traffic
Start number 2 engine.
behind Esplanade 2721.
Wings 49 Bravo, are you with me?
Units 100 Bravo with you.
We have the anti-rotation.
Watch you, wings 49 Bravo, 6,000 feet, QNH 1017, after Charlie Delta Papa clear final Zulu approach 24 left.
You guys can use the APU or the ground air source. Doesn't really matter since we are not going to be doing any pushback. We can easily start ground air source to start the engines. And we have more than 400 and 53 kilograms in the center tank. We can also put the center tank fuel pumps on too. Okay, number 2 is good. Let's start number 1.
Scandinavian 0 Juliet, identified 2,500 feet, continue climb flight level 240.
Climate flight level 240, Scandinavian 0 Juliet.
2761, winds 240
Okay, 25.
Take off runway 24 right, Esplanade 272.
Number 1 is getting ready.
Kilo, we have departing traffic, runway 24 right, line up and wait behind.
Yeah, the traffic's line up and wait behind, Sonic sounds right.
Okay, number 1 looks fine. Flaps 5. Generators on bus. Prop heat on. PAX auto isolation valve auto. And engine start switch is continuous, recall checked. Let's just disconnect ground power and ground air source. Let's do our flight controls. Pitch down, pitch up, bank right, bank left, right rudder, and left rudder. All set. We are almost, yeah, fully ready for the taxi clearance. Let's check the chart again before starting the taxi to not mess things up. So runway will be 24 right. Palma Easy 3626, request taxi.
Easy 3626, taxi via gate Echo and north, holding point 2 right.
Taxi via gate Echo and north, holding point 24 right, Easy 3626. Alright, we got our
1502, winds 240.09 knots, runway 24 left, clear to land.
So what we're gonna do is we will head out from here and make a quick left
Welcome to Palma, taxi to stand.
to Echo and then turn right on north and continue until the holding point of runway 24 right, which is Hotel 2. Okay, let's put the lights on. Release parking brake.
2761 identified 2,200 feet, continue climb to flight level 230.
230, flight 2731.
Malaysian 0 Juliet to Juliet, Unicom 122.8, enjoy your flight away.
Monitoring Unicom, thank you. Good, it's Copenhagen 002.
Boeing 6811, continue approach and descend to 1,500 feet to intercept number 2.
Clear 1,500, number 2, you are range 681.
Boeing 6811, if I clear you
Yes,
for the
one on the
approach,
left
you
is
can
Echo.
always
So
descend
we'll
by the
continue left
procedure.
to Echo.
77 kilo, winds 240.0
And then we will turn right on north.
24 right, Max 770.
27 Tango behind the departing traffic, runway 24 right, line up and wait behind.
Yeah, the departing traffic, line up runway 24 right, behind and way 27 Tango.
Mr. Charlie, alright, thanks for flying, bye bye.
Thank you for service, have a great day, bye bye.
Can you give an ETA on start taxi? Or at least when ready?
Yeah, 28350, ready to taxi.
Thank you very much. 28350, runway 24 right, via gate Foxtrot Lincoln North.
Runway 24 right, via gate Foxtrot Lincoln North. 28350.
Palma approach, we go 963 with you for the return to Gatwick, requesting clearance. Stand 2025, QNH 101, A321, and information Charlie.
So 963, nice to see you're doing the return as well. Cleared Gatwick, Mirrors 3 Alpha, runway 24 right, initially 6,000 feet, squawk 6271.
Gatwick on the Mirrors 3 Alpha, off of 24 right, and score 6271 with go 963.
Go 963, your feedback is correct. Break, Spanner 2761, Unicom 122.8, enjoy flight away.
Unicom 122.8, FFP services, Spanner 271.
77K identified, passing 2,500 feet, maintain climb to flight level 230.
Flight level 230, initial cut for us, Spanner correction, Mechanic 770. On 3 miles final, you're in 681.
Q4 the heads up, traffic just evacuated, I don't know. They're not on the runway anymore.
Okay.
Eurowings 6811, winds 240.
Let's take the turn left.
200 to 280, 2 for left, clear for left.
That's 2 for left, you're in 681.
And continue to holding point.
49 Bravo, descend 2,500 feet to intercept.
Descend 2,500 feet to intercept, 049 Bravo.
27 Tango, winds 240.06, knots, variables 200 to 280, runway 24 right, cleared for takeoff.
Thanks, 27 Tango, 2 for right.
Paul.
Good day, sir. Iberia 87, request IFA claims 2 Ibiza, please. Information Charlie support, QNH 1017.
Iberia 87, cleared Ibiza. Let's start with a good evening. Cleared Ibiza, Nilux 1 Alpha departure, runway 24 right. Initially and directly final flight level 110 and squawk 6250.
Right after the
Iberia
feedback, we
87,
will
glitch 2 beats,
ask for
Sunny
the
Oaks 1 Alpha
takeoff
departure, runway 2
clearance.
for right, flight level 110 and squawk 6250 for Iberia 87.
Iberia 87, the squawk is 6250.
Squawk 6250, Iberia 87.
Correct.
Palma Easy 3626, ready for departure.
3626, runway 24 right, line up and wait.
Line up and wait, runway 24 right, Easy 3626. Okay, we got our line up clearance.
Condor 150, is ready for taxi, it's
Let's
okay.
continue and line up and wait, runway 24 right.
Max 77 kilo, Unicom 122.8, bye-bye.
122.8, 77 kilo. Condor 150, is ready for taxi, it's okay.
And once we get our takeoff clearance, we're gonna turn on the landing lights.
Palma, I see that you moved that throttle already a little bit. Taxi via gate Juliet to stand 5-4. Thanks for flying, bye-bye.
Taxi like it, Juliet to stand 5-4, Condor 150, sorry about that.
Daybreak Air Wing 6811, welcome to Palma, taxi to stand 6-4 by the gate, Mike.
6-4, by gate Mike, Kilo Wing 681.
P3626, winds 240.306 knots, variables 20028, 0, runway 24 right, for takeoff, caution, wake turbulence, departing 737 on 3 miles.
Clear for takeoff, runway 24 right, Easy 3626, thank you.
350, behind the departing traffic, runway 24 right.
Okay, landing lights on. Let's set the trucks.
Line up and wait,
40.
24 right after departing traffic.
Stabilize and takeoff.
Wings 49 Bravo, winds 240.306 knots, variables 200 to 280, runway 24 left, clear to land.
Thrust set.
For left, it left, your rings 49 Bravo.
E27 Tango, sorry about that, identified at 5,000 feet, continue climb flight level 240.
8. V1. V1. Rotate. Positive rate. Gear up. Four hundred. We have speed. Autopilot beam command.
3626 identified 700 feet, continue climb to flight level 230.
Continue climb flight level 230, Easy 3626. So let's set 230 and flaps 1.
Iberia 87, can start and push.
Flaps up.
It's 7, push and start approach, face east.
So that proved facing to the east, Iberia 87.
After takeoff checklist. Engine bleeds on, packs auto. Landing gear up and off, flaps up, no lights. After takeoff checklist complete.
Tango Unicom 122.8, enjoy your flight and have a good landing in Brussels. Fijn avond.
Over to Unicom, bedankt voor de help. Hebben we ook geen avond beleid.
Winds 240.306 knots, variables 200 to 280, runway 24 right, cleared for takeoff, caution, wake turbulence, departing 78, already on 5 now.
Cleared, takeoff runway 24 right, 280.
Transition, standard set, and cross-checked.
005 Yankee, very good evening to you. Please recycle squawk 5, correction, recycle squawk 6264.
Squawk 6264, standard 05
Everything looks fine. Master caution,
626 Unicom 1
fuel,
enjoy flight transport
center tank fuel pumps off.
3626 Unicom 122.8, bye-bye.
Unicorn 122.8, easy 3626, thank you for the service.
Thank you for flying. Break. Your wings for 9 Bravo.
122.8.
Via gate 9 to stand 64.
Fly gate 9 to gate 64, your wings for 9 Bravo.
Unicorn frequency.
Ladies and gentlemen, as we climb to our cruise altitude, for your safety, it's important to remain seated with your seatbelt securely fastened anytime the seatbelt sign is on. Even if the sign is off, please keep your seatbelt fastened in case we experience unexpected rough air. Also remember to use caution when opening overhead bins, as items may have shifted during the flight. We've now reached an altitude where it is safe to use approved electronic devices. Please be reminded that federal regulations prohibit the use of cellular network services during the flight. After the meal service, duty-free sales will begin. The catalog in your seat pocket describes the merchandise available today. We accept all major credit cards, US dollars, and other currencies for duty-free purchases. Due to security regulations, we'd like to remind you about restrictions to carry on baggage containing liquids, gels, or creams.
I just put the center tank fuel pumps on again because there is 100 kilograms of fuel in the center tank. It was normal that the aircraft thought no fuel left in the center tank because during the initial climb the pitch angle was too high that fuel could actually move back and the sensors might not be able to sense the fuel that actually in the center tank. So once the pitch is back to normal, it sends the remaining fuel in center tank again. Okay, let's put them back off again. Center tank fuel pumps off. We are leaving Palma de Mallorca, beautiful island, heading west towards Spain, and then we will to Portugal. So we are getting close to flight level 230. I will just increase the desired altitude in the altitude window, because there are no ATC controllers in our current position to tell us to climb, so I will do it on my own discretion. I'll set the cruise level 350 here. Set. Once we get closer to Spain, there will be ATC controllers and they will tell us to contact them. And we will be back on the live VATSIM controllers. Yeah, we can actually see the shores of Spain on the horizon. $2,000 left to level off. . 1000 MSP speed, vertical speed.
Thousand to go.
Altitude hold. Let's go back to VNAV, FMC speed, VNAV path. Let's see if we can get the weather information. Message. Okay, so the wind is from 200 degrees, 17 knots. Variable between 170 and 230. Visibility is more than 10 kilometers. We have few clouds at 1500 feet and broken at 4500. Temperature is 20, QNH 1018. So there are two runways at Porto. One is 17 and the other one is 35. 35 was the one that the dispatch has planned our flight, but according to this weather, runway 17 would make much more sense. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna change our arrival runway to ILS 17, and of course we need to find the right arrival for that. Let me check the chart for the airfield. So normally we will be going from south via Inkit, and I don't think runway 17 has a arrival from Inkit. Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna just adjust our route a little bit to make it possible to arrive to runway 18. maybe we can use Algix 3 Tango because that one is the closest one to Inket direction wise. So let me check Algit 3 Tango. Yeah, as you can see, it's little 20 nautical mile northern of Inket. So via Algix and Adno transition, and by putting Algix right after Adoro and executing this, there we are, Adoro and then Algix, and then we can proceed to runway 17, ILS 17. And since we got the weather information, we can go ahead and make our landing calculations. Performance landing, runway 17, condition dry, wind 20017 knots. Temperature 20 degrees Celsius, and QNH 1018. 018. Flaps 30, and we will check what the brakes will give us and decide later on. Landing weights, if we subtract 4.4 from 6.5, which is our current fuel weight, and this is the predicted fuel at Porto Airport, it's 2.1 the difference. That means we're going to be burning 2,100 kilograms more before we get there. It looks 2,000 now. And subtracted from here, 65.4 will be our landing weight. And since the wind is 17 degrees, we get half of this, which is 8.5, and we put it, just round it to the ups, and it's 9 knots will be the VRF addition. Okay, so auto brake 2 will make the plane full stop at 2,900 meters, and the whole landing distance available is 3,400 approximately. So this doesn't look that safe and comfortable to me. So I will put, let's go and put the auto brake 2. That will make 2,571 meters. Let's go ahead and check the ground charts of Porto. So that distance is enough for us to vacate runway before end of runway via left Charlie taxiway. So we can select auto brake 2 and flaps 30. Continue with setting up rest of the ILS approach. So okay, please contact me on 133.750. That's the ATC calling us. 133.750.
Left, heading 065. 065, flight turn left, 065.
Control good day, easy 3626, flight level 350 on course Santa.
Easy Easy 3626, buenas tardes, identify flight level 350.
Maintain level 350, easy 3626. Okay, just contacted and established positive contact with the ATC.
Eco
Let's
Bravo
continue
Tango,
to
autorizado puesta en marcha del
set up.
proceso, encarando al este.
I'll just put the voice level of the ATC a little bit down.
871, thank you very much for controlling and bye-bye.
Okay, so frequency for ILS 17 is
frequency flight time 89, I'll see you.
109.9. And final approach course will be 171.
For final approach to ILS runway 18 right. 18 right, speedwheel 081.
171, set on both sides. Minimums for Cat 1 DME with go around climb gradient 4.9 is 360. Let's go ahead and set the minimums.
Just verifying, speedwheel 081 is turning left, heading 065. Runway 10 Fox, establish ILS runway 32 left. Ryanair 10 Foxtrot, winds 180 degrees, 28 knots.
360 knots.
Runway 32 left, clear to land.
Okay, so let's go ahead and check the waypoints. We've decided to do LGX 3 Tango RNAV star. So the first waypoint of that star will be, of course, LGX, and we're supposed to pass that waypoint above flight level 110, as you can see in the FMS.
KLM 09, information, Golf is okay, stand by for clearance, break, speed 081, reduce speed 200 or less. 200
Yeah,
or
then
less.
we will continue to waypoint VATSIM above flight level 80 in the FMS. And then Papa Romeo 650 above flight level 70.
Eco Bravo Tango, altímetro 1016,
We will
punto
go
espera
with
tercero
Papa Romeo
por Alfa 2
612
y
above
Tango.
4000 in the FMS, and at no waypoint above 4000.
KLM 09er, clear to Hamburg
Via
5,
we will
via San Sebastian 2 Charlie, Sierra Sierra November 2 Charlie
proceed
departure,
on ILS
Alfa runway 30, initial flight level 80, squawk 4401.
We should be on 3,220 feet at initial fixed point, which is 11.7 DME from the ILS.
Not to Alpha for
And
0
then
right,
continue
navigation via flight plan. Speed 01 negative, continue
to
according to the
runway
vectors
17
received. Continue
with flight path
heading 065, descending, maintaining
also in the FMS.
altitude
And in case of
1000
go
feet.
around, we will maintain track
flight level
171, minimum 3,000 feet, right turn direct to Retmo, and climb flight level 60, and then contact approach. Okay, it's all in the FMS. That means we can use LNAV in case of go around. And according to performance calculations, we selected auto brake 2 with flaps 30 approach. Landing distance available will be 3,180 meters by 45 meters width, and Papi on the left 2.7 degrees. That's little lower than standard. Standard is 3 degrees. And after landing at the almost end of runway, we will vacate via left via Charlie or Delta, continue to apron.
Speed 01081, please expect vectors.
So this is it
Don't
for
proceed
the
at your own discretion.
approach setup and briefing.
Having trouble with the autopilot, speed 081.
Let's just check the recall once again.
Speed 081, descend altitude 9,000 feet.
Top of descent is 1112
9,000
Zulu.
feet, speedway 081.
Right now we have 31 minutes to go till top of descent. Our VSM is checked for level 350. Fuel temperature is within limits.
Eco
Plus
Charlie Lima
14
Bravo
minus
Tango, viento en superficie
47.
2505 nudos, pista 30 y no
Pressurization is
despegar.
normal. And fuel status is, our minimum fuel was 3.5, and we are planning to land with 4.4 tons, which means we have
Speedbird
900
081,
kilograms
right heading
extra.
135. Right heading 135, speedbird 081.
That 900 kilograms
welcome
can
to Barajas, taxi
easily give
Tango
us
10, Tango 10,
around
via
22-23 minutes of
gate
flight
2.
time, and that's good enough for an extra go around if needed.
Clear to stand Tango 10 via Alpha to the south gate 2, Ryanair 104. Suite 273 on block 225. Gracias, buenas tardes. Suite 273, clear to leave the frequency, flight plan terminated 1825, see you, bye bye. Speedbird 081, flight altitude 7,000 feet. Speedbird 081, descend altitude 7,000 feet. Descend and maintain flight level 7,000 feet, Speedbird 081. Speedbird 081, at present heading, clear to localize runway 18 right. Report when established. Clear to localize 18 right, Speedbird 081.
Let's also get the weather information for Lisbon, which is our first alternate.
I'm at control, very close to frequency right, 73 Yankee, we're now at flight level 360, and roughly about 60 miles from Penang.
Lima, Papa Charlie, Lisbon.
Ryanair 713 Yankee, identified flight level 360, continuous fire. Speedbird 081, established localizer 18 right. Speedbird 081, continue ILS Zulu approach, runway 18 right, and I will call you for landing clearance. Continue via ILS Zulu, runway 81 approach. KLM 09er, start and push back approved, facing east. Facing east, Eco Bravo Tango está identificado 4000 pies, suba a nivel 200, 200. Atendemos para 200, el coche mismo Bravo Tango. New Jet 553, leaving my space, monitor Unicom, goodbye. Unicom 122 just made, New Jet 553, bye bye. Ryanair 1170, expect Volpe 2 kilo arrival, runway 13. Expecting arrival Volpe 2 kilo, runway 13, Ryanair 1170. Speedbird 081, intentions? Flying via the flight plan for
Okay, we don't have main car data for Lisbon.
I didn't understand. You
But
are
we can
established on localizer. Yes, continue the
try
localizer.
one more thing.
Copy, continue
We
via
can
the
go
localizer.
here and ask the e-desk for the METAR.
Good evening, Benai to Foxtrot
What was the code for it then?
Papa November. Beeline 2 of
Lima Papa Papa Charlie.
please squawk 4402.
Okay, no matching airports. They are not in the database. It's all good.
Speedbird 081, continue turning right, heading 230. Turn right, heading 230, Speedbird 081. Beeline 2 Foxtrot Mike, identified flight level 350. Expect VANET 3 Bravo arrival for runway 18 right. Copy that, you expect link approach 1 way to right, ready VANET 3 Bravo arrival, Beeline 2 Foxtrot Mike. Copy, sorry about that. See you. Via Alpha 2 and Tango. Alpha 2 Tango, Speedbird 081, descend 4,000 feet, confirm established. 4,000 feet, confirm established. Easy 76 Alpha Tango, leaving Mare Space, monitor Unicorn Blue Line. Unicorn wanted to descend, by Easy 76 Alpha Tango. Maintain control, good evening, Thompson 319, aircraft type Airbus 319, flight level 350 and inbound Bravo Echo Golf Alpha Zulu. Speedbird 081, flight level 5,000 feet, established, localizer. Target 319, West Alice, squawk 4414. Target 319, squawk 4414. Speedbird 081, established. Speedbird 081, winds 180 degrees 28 knots, runway 18 right, clear to land. Clear to land, runway 18 right, Speedbird 081. Nivel de 1200, Echo Charlie Lima Bravo. Echo Charlie Lima Bravo Tango, suba a nivel 300. 300, Echo Charlie Lima Bravo Tango. Target 319er, squawk 4414. Squawk 4414 for Thompson 319. Ryanair 1170, requesting descent. Ryanair 1170, descent flight level 100. Flight level 1100, Ryanair 1170. Ryanair 1100, flight level 100. Flight level 100, Ryanair 1170. Jet 319, identified flight level 350.
Identified, Thompson 319.
Madrid, muy buenas, Air Portugal 759ers, flight level 370. Air Portugal 759, buenas tardes, Squawk 4412. 4412 on the box, Portugal 759.
Buenos días, 618-530-330, crossing 330, climb 340.
With 6185, buenas tardes, identified climb in flight level 340.
Climb 340 is 6185.
Airport 2759, identify flight level 370. KLM 09er, winds 250 degrees 5 knots, runway 30, clear for takeoff. Shamrock 4, FA Hotel, buenas tardes, identify flight level 360. Iberia 7963 Madrid.
Sí, adelante.
Iberia 7963, interrogo si tiene algún problema con el piloto.
Sí, bueno, nos hemos dado cuenta ahora que estábamos girando, pero ya estamos de nuevo otra vez en rumbo.
Iberia 7963, combinado, gracias. Gracias. Beeline 2 Foxtrot Mike, descent flight level 210.
Dom 210, behind 2 Foxtrot Mike.
Speedbird 081, welcome to Barajas, taxi stand 422, via Zulu Whiskey and X-Ray.
Taxi to 422 via Zulu Whiskey X-ray, Speedbird 081.
KLM 09er, identify 3,500 feet, climb flight level 340.
Heading 340, KLM 09er. Madrid Center, Airport 1335.
Airport 1335, buenas tardes, identify flight level 370.
370, Airport 1335.
Alcanzando 330, Eco Charlie Lima Bravo Tango.
Eco Charlie Lima Bravo Tango, copiado, mantenga 300.
Mantenemos 300, Eco Bravo Tango. 1 vacated runway to 18 right. Speed 081, copies. Tráficos en frecuencia, lo siento, pero Madrid cierra servicio ya por hoy. Continúen como autorizados en Unicom 2280. Buen vuelo y hasta la próxima. Break, break. Traffic in this frequency. Madrid radar is closing right now. Please continue monitoring Unicom and enjoy your flight. Goodbye.
Hasta luego, gracias. Buen servicio.
Excelente, muchas gracias. Un saludo de Corea Autónomo. Muchas gracias. Muchas gracias por Fernando. Chao.
So 10 minutes left, 80 nautical miles left to top of descent. We are getting close. We are getting close to our top of descent, so I'm gonna go ahead and set the altitude to our first restriction, LGX flight level 110 or above. Since there are no ATC controllers left on VATSIM, we're gonna continue on our own and do our descent and approach on our own, and hopefully do a beautiful landing on runway 17. We reached our top of descent and our aircraft just started its descent on its own since the altitude window is set to a flight level lower than our current cruise level. It's going to try to um, obey the restrictions and do its descent. So the next waypoint LGX above flight level 110. After that we're gonna continue to WASIP, which is above flight level 80, and it goes on like that. I don't think we're gonna need to do any adjustments during descents because no traffic around, no ATC around. So this will be a good chance to demonstrate how VNav does things on its own when not interrupted. But in normal life, in real life, most of the time, um, you won't be able to use VNav all the way down to runway. At some point, there will be definitely a need to use other modes than VNav. For example, level change or vertical speed, depending on the situation. And of course, on the lateral path too, uh, if if the ATC asks you to turn to another direction, you're gonna use the heading select with the heading they have given you, or they can give you another direct waypoint. In that case, you're gonna need to put that waypoint on top here and execute. That way, LNAV mode will follow the new route, new lateral navigation route by itself. So 11:35 is our landing time, 11:14 is current time, approximately 20 minutes. It's time to put the fasten belt signs on so the cabin crew can um, do their preparations and prepare the cabin for landing. This is the time they make the announcement about, please return to your seats and fasten your seat belts. We have just started our descent towards intended airport. Our transition level will be 50 today, flight level 50. At that level, we will switch from standard QNH to local QNH. Let's check, what was it? As far as I remember, it was 1018, but I'm not sure, so I'll double check. Or we can go back to the landing calculation tool because we put it in there. Yes, 1018. So at flight level 50, we will switch from local standard QNH to local QNH 1018. There are no speed restrictions other than the general, below flight level 100, you need to be at maximum 250 knots. So what the aircraft is planning to do is it will try to maintain 269 until flight level 100, and then it will reduce its speed below 250, by default 240. You can also see it here. Um, Normally it should be in this screen. It should be in this screen saying speed restriction 250 slash flight level 100, because that's the first restriction we have speed wise. But this FMC took 212 Atnov. That is not even a restriction. I don't know why did it put it there, but we can go ahead and check. See, there is no restriction at Atno 212 above. There's an altitude restriction 4000, but no speed restriction. So this makes no sense. I think this is a bug about the plane. What we can do is we can go ahead and put 240 and flight level 100 here and execute this. But it's not getting it, so something's not right with this FMS. Normally it would definitely get it. We are still descending nice and easy on path. Everything under control. No traffic. We plan to land at 11:35 Zulu. Like in about 15 minutes. We plan to be landed. You can see the airport here. The PFD. This one. Lima Papa Papa Romeo. It's 40 track miles away from us. If the VNAV mode does not obey the restriction of 240, 250, below 250, below flight level 100, I will take things into hands and slow down the aircraft manually by MCP panel and autopilot throttle, of course, not fully manual flight. Okay, let's set the final approach point altitude actually, or initial approach fix 4000 Atnov, so the plane can continue descending. This green dot over here uh, is the point that aircraft will start decelerating towards the speed restriction. So let's see what it does. Okay, so we reached it. As you can see, it's trying to lower the speed. Trimming back. So I'll just help it a little bit to lower the speed quicker by extending the speed brake. Drag required message popped out. Nice. It's slowing down to 240. That's the intended speed. So we can go ahead and retract the speed brakes. Speed breakdown. And we are nearly about 10,000 feet ground level, so landing light on, runway turn off lights on. If it was a night flight, I would put the logo light on as well. And inform the cabin crew landing position. So according to FMS, aircraft will be around 212 knots when it's over Adno. Not bad. I'm planning to be around 180 knots around Charlie 117, which is the intermediate fix. So the decel point you see here in the PFD is the point that aircraft once again will try to decelerate to the 40 approach, and after that point we can help it by putting the flaps up, flaps down actually. We are getting close to transition level. We will switch to local QNH 1018 in a while. Okay, I don't like the speed too much. What I can do, I can either extend the speed brakes, or since I am closer than 50 nautical mile to touchdown, I can extend the flaps a little bit. Of course, the speed limit for flaps 1 is 250 knots. Flaps 1. Yes, as you can see, the intended speed is 1902, but aircraft is having hard time to catch that speed, so I'm gonna go ahead and help it a little bit more by extending more flaps by flaps 5. So additional flaps will cause more drag. Transition, by the way, approach checklist, altimeters 1018. 101 is set and cross-checked, 1000 feet to level off, so I'm gonna go ahead and set the final approach point altitude, which is 2400 set. Yes, as I was saying, the more extended flaps will cause more drag, and that would help the aircraft reduce the speed. But if you are still not happy, you can use your speed brakes again, or you can lower the gear since we are getting close within the range of 15 nautical miles. You can put your gear down. But the speed is coming down. Everything looks fine to me. We are below 200 knots and slowing to 172, and this is happening quite fast. That's good. And I'll arm the approach mode. Warlock runway heading 171 is set. Means the approach altitude will be set when the glide slope has been captured. Still waiting for it. We are at flaps 5 speed with flaps 5. Everything is fine. You can actually see the runway ahead and the poppy lights on the left.
1,000 to go.
Glide slope is alive and coming in. We're about to capture it. As we capture that, I will set the altitude to 6,000, which is the missed approach altitude for ILS 17 Porto approach.
1,000 to go.
Glide slope captured. Missed approach altitude 6,000 set. We are 9 nautical mile from the ILS, descending towards it. Beautiful, everything looks fine. It's still a little bit early to put the gear down. Just in another nautical mile. It's always good to put the gear down at like 7 nautical mile to DME to touchdown, or 2,000 feet above field elevation. So yes, 7 nautical mile, gear down, flaps 15, speed 15, engine start switches continuous, speed brake armed, speed checked below limits, flaps 30, speed, approach speed, which is 149er plus 9er, 158. Landing checklist. Engine start switches continuous, speed brake armed, landing gear down, flaps 30 green light, landing checklist complete. Let's go. Wind will be from 200 degrees, 17 knots, so it's 30 degrees to the right, and 17 is a not bad wind. 1000
feet stabilized, missed approach.
manual flight. You can a bit feel it more as we are getting closer to runway. Yeah, that's a nice crosswind. Nothing we can't handle though. You can just observe how it pushes the aircraft to the left. Plus 100 clear to land, disregard. Plus 100 clear to land, runway 17. Minimums, continue.
50, 40, 30, 20, 10.
Speed brake up. Reverses, normal.
Knots.
60 knots, Reverses down.
Ladies and gentlemen, please remain
Manual
seated with your
braking.
seatbelt fastened and your carry-on items stowed until the aircraft is parked at the gate and the captain has turned off the seatbelt sign. We ask that you please use caution when opening the overhead bins to prevent injury from any items that may have shifted during the flight. You may now use mobile phones and other handheld electronic devices. However, laptop computers may not be used at this time. Before you leave the
Okay,
aircraft, please be
that
sure to
wasn't
check
a
your
bad one, I
seatbelt at the
guess.
overhead bins and the floor area.
We are on Delta as we talked before, and let's do our after landing
We'd like to thank you
items.
for flying
Prop
with us.
heat off,
We enjoyed having you on board today and look forward to serving you again
landing
soon.
lights off,
Thank you and have a great day.
taxi light on, engine start switches off, position to steady, terrain radar off, auto brake off, flaps up, and transponder to altitude on or exponder, whatever you have. Master caution, and let's go. Speed breakdown. Landing time was, I think, 11:35. We needed 3 minutes to be able to shut down the engines. I'll just go one of the bridges. This one looks fine. Okay, there we are. Full stop. Parking brake sets. Let's connect the ground power. Ground power on bus. Fasten belts. Off. Turn off the engines. Anti-collision light off. Fuel pumps off. Hydraulic panel set. Isolation valve open. And flight directors off. Transponder 2000 and off. Let's continue with secure checklist. IRS is off. Emergency exit lights off. Window heat off. And packs off. Okay, so we flew from Palma de Mallorca to Porto airport. Unfortunately, from the middle of the road, the ATC has logged off. So we did our own approach and own arrival by ourselves. But we did everything on, following the procedures and the restrictions. Landing wasn't that bad, I think. It was good actually. So thank you for joining us today, and hope to see you next time. Bye bye.